We are nearing the end of season 3 of Lopez versus Lopez, and this show, I'm so glad it's still on there because we are getting so many more important stories told. I'm talking with Mayan Lopez, Matt Shively. So, Mayan, tell us where we're at as we get ready for these last few episodes of this season.
Okay, I'll try to fill you in the best I can, because in these last two episodes, it's just like the whole season, bunch of crazy and fun. George's mother, who we all thought was dead, but that was a surprise to everyone.
Evidently is not.
Evidently is not, and so that's an old wound that is being reopened. And in a twist of events, Mayan is now the one trying to heal George and to be the support there, and the whole family's kind of rallying around him. How do we navigate the situation? And so that's a lot of chaos, and there's some really beautiful scenes and reconciliation there. But also, I'm very excited that on February 7th, our season finale, we have Mario Lopez coming to guest star. So I've been waiting 3 seasons to say Lopez versus Lopez versus Lopez. So I'm excited for the fans to have him. And he has no sleeves.
Yeah, he's
And
sleeveless in the episode,
so
so you're welcome.
You're so even just for that. No, but I'm very excited. We have a lot of laughs, and we end with a very big surprise.
Very big
So, yeah, we're a good team.
Yeah.
This whole family.
That's so great to hear that. Lopez versus Lopez versus Lopez is so funny. And we've seen so many guest stars on this show across these 3 seasons. Like you mentioned, Mario Lopez. We've also had Justina Machado, Snoop Dogg, Anthony Anderson. Matt, what is it like to work with these people? And obviously they're in guest starring roles, but they come on these set and you get to work with them as well.
Yeah.
I think it's, in a way, it's very surreal. It feels, every time it feels a little bit like I'm dreaming, because those are things you dream about. Like, you're going to work with Rita Moreno. Like, that's the fact that I was
Cheech
on
and Chong.
Yeah, there's so many different moments where I'll be in the middle of a scene and I'm with Cheech and Chong or with Rita Moreno or Vicki Lawrence, and I'm just like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
How did this happen? Like, I took a turn at some point 5 years ago that led me to this moment, and it's the craziest part about being an actor is working with the people that you've grown up watching. So it's very surreal.
And it's such a compliment that they want to come and join, our show and grace us as well. I think Snoop Dogg, he was in and out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
but it was crazy. I think he wanted to do the show because of me. He really liked me and all of my work.
Although I think you got a little contact high.
Well, yeah. From 100 yards away.
Yeah, we had to have the kid,
Yeah.
Tactile, pun intended. And obviously, people we've grown up watching, we can't not talk about George Lopez. Maya, in this show, obviously, you're collaborating with your dad and getting to star with him 3 seasons later. I mean, it just has to be the best feeling in the world to keep this show going with him.
It really is. Like, sometimes we'll look at, my dad said in the first season, he would look at me and be like, I cut your cord when you were born. And now we're in a kitchen with a live audience and 4 cameras, and we're creating laughter together. He always believed in me and my talent, and to be able to do this with him, and that we're such a good partnership, I think it's something that I can't wait to look back on. And I'm so grateful that we've been able to grow, but also through our storytelling and in these episodes, the people and fans watching, from what I've heard from fan interactions and messages, that they've been able to have healing in their own families, or people, my mother reached out, or I feel like I reached out to my daughter. It's creating real change. And that's anything in art. That's what you want, is to, make people feel seen and create action. And that's what we're doing. And it's very special.
Love to hear stories like that. And Matt, TV is so cutthroat these days. You never know if even if a show's great, is it going to be renewed? Is it not going to be renewed? It could go on for so many seasons, but it's like, okay, this did get renewed, but this is 3 seasons. We're hoping for a 4th. What is it like to be part of a show that has this lasting legacy on a broadcast station like NBC?
It's weird. It feels like it hasn't really. None of it really hits until it's done. And I've never gotten to a 3rd season, so it's been a really wild ride, and I've had to tell myself, I mean, I write in my journal every morning because I'm very much like Quinten, and I am constantly having to remind myself to stop and look around and take in everything, because as you said, it is cutthroat. It's very hard, and who knows when the next thing comes. So you have to really just focus on living in the moment and enjoying every single second of it, even when it's hard, because it's what we dreamed to do, and we're doing it.
And being a fan, I hope it doesn't hit anytime soon, because we want that 4th season. Fans are needing it and asking for it. Mayan, what can you preview if there's going to be a 4th season, being a co-creator on the show?
I mean, I hope that there is a 4th one. We have to wait a little bit. But I think in that waiting, I'm even trying to think, and I've been writing, and we've been already working on season 4 and an arc. And so, it's always never changing. I hope we're not going to stop until we're told to stop. I think that is.
And even then, we're going to film it from home.
Exactly. This show started with a TikTok. We'll take it to Reels.
It's only right.
Exactly.
Fans are going to love it. Make sure you watch the end of Lopez versus Lopez season 3 Friday nights on NBC, streaming the next day on Peacock. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.